Mike Bertolini here. It's been a while since I've worked on this model, but you know, don't want to put it off any longer. If you've seen other videos of mine, recently I've been playing a lot of video games, so that's been something. But it's definitely been different. If you want to see me work on this model some more on video, and you want to see some other models being done on video, please subscribe, hit that like button, ring the bell icon, all that stuff that every YouTuber in this universe will tell you. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. If you forget, it will flash at the end of the screen when this video is over. Subscribe. Hey, right down here, somewhere around here, is a subscribe button. Click it. It's free to you, helps me a lot, lets me know that people are watching. YouTube algorithm know that people are interested in this content and they want to see more. If you feel so inclined, below you'll also find a link to my Ko-fi account where you can make a small donation. Those donations do add up, and the first goal is really reasonable. Basically, what I want to do is not have to use my laptop's built-in video recorder to make videos like this. I actually want a real webcam. Maybe a real mic. Maybe the whole shebang. Not a lot. So, every bit helps. Now I'm going to jump right on into this. I had to get myself some plastic to use because today I want to start on the body of the model. And to do that, I decided I wasn't going to use the expensive small bottles of model paint. Rather, I went out and bought a bottle of pretty decent acrylic paint. Decent. Winsor & Newton's Galleria brand. Winsor Blue. Hopefully this is going to be not only dark enough, but provide enough paint and enough coverage to do the body, the frill, the face, all that. I had started painting the beak a little bit, and I'll show it to you once I take it out of the box. But the video, being my other computer with its even worse video software, was corrupted. You can't make a video longer than 15 minutes, and I found that out the hard way. So, I'll take that. I'm going to take this. I got a piece of plastic that I'm going to use as sort of a palette because I can't find any of my palettes. And I don't know why. They should be right here. So, okay. You see, I painted the beak in my last attempt at recording. This is where I wanted to focus a lot, was on the tip, because this part's all going to be glued, and who really cares? But then there's also the interior, and I wanted to paint this for this specific reason before I did anything with the rest of the model, before I attach this piece, which I will attach soon enough. You see in this, I started painting the body with the model paints. Wasn't thrilled, not thrilled with the color. The coverage itself is not that great, but I didn't want to go with the traditional elephant gray tone for a body, and for that reason I decided to go for this blue, which is definitely will make a good sort of a base color. Primary blue body. I'm going to do some darker stripes. I'm going to do some lighter stripes near the tail. The frill itself is going to be blue with some decorative colorations because I don't want a drab Triceratops. Okay. Come on. Some reason I can't see my own video. There we go. Okay. I'm hoping that the video recorded for you, so I don't have to say all that again. And you heard me. Horns. Did not go with ivory white. Wanted a more brown-ish color. So you can see the beak. The other beak is the same way. It's a brownish. Brownish for the bones, for all the horns, all the little spikes on the frill, and on the toes. Let's see. I'm going to try to show you the colors. And I already did the whites of the eyes. Not because I want them to be ugly or anything, but because when I paint the section of the face, I can clean up the edges and you'll be left with a decent eye at the end. So let me just get started with this. I have not opened this bottle yet. I do not actually know what the color looks like. That's the color. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Not terrible. Now I take a decent sized brush. Got my brush kit back here. Trying a different setup this time. Got my water back here. Also, behind the computer screen. So. Okay. I put a little bit of water on the brush, and now here I go. Alright, color's not terrible. Let's see. My video editing software works. This is going to be fast forwarded. You know, I don't mind the light blue under painting that it's now becoming, because if I mess up any of this, that color is still going to be visible. Yes, I'm fully prepared to paint myself. It's acrylic paint, it will wash off. I'll wash out of clothes too, so if I drip something on paint on myself, I'm not going to be totally freaked out. But I do have paper towels on standby in case I make a mess. get in the habit of how I'm painting so that you see it on camera. I want to use a smaller brush for the actual fine details. One thing I like about acrylic paints over the enamel paints that I initially used, not for this model, but when I was first starting out painting models, you know, a few people who use who do model cars and trains and all that kind of stuff, they use enamel paints. Now, the advantage of acrylics over enamels is not only the blending, which is a lot easier to do with acrylics, but also that these can be watered down just a little bit without me having to use a chemical to water it down. I put a pretty decent sized glob paint here. Enamel paints can't really do that all too easily because enamel paints will dry out relatively. I mean, they'll dry out eventually, so will acrylics. Acrylics will stay wet on this plastic for a while, but they will eventually dry out. And the good thing is, I like, is that I'm not going to have to deal with half this model being wet and the other half dry. It's going to dry quick enough where as soon as I'm done with one side, I can just flip the model over. And the acrylic paint itself just takes, once on the model, a couple minutes. Now, I said it before, I'm going to say it again right now. This model is heavy. I am having to rest most often just because I'm painting this model. And I need to take at least a 5-second breather. I'm resting my arm whenever I can, so if you see my arm out of view, it's because I'm resting it on the table. And yes, if you're wondering, my table is pink. My wife did not mind if I got paint on a pink table. Pink table is inexpensive, and it's pink, doesn't go with anything else in our home. And now the pink table is mine. Turn it over again. Man, really glad that this paint clears out. I mean, Look at my fingers. They're a blue. Because I'm impatient, I will not wait for this to be completely dry before I turn it over. And I didn't set up a fan or anything like that to just add extra air over here because I'm lazy. Like that. Okay, let's put that down for a second. Let the box support it. Ugh. It's back. I have to adjust those screensaver times so that it doesn't go black on me. And then either I have to edit all that out and just end up repeating myself, one thing you're going to see me not do is this the feet that are primarily going to be on the ground are not going to have the bottoms painted. Because glue has this habit of not entirely sticking to paint. And it doesn't matter what paint it is. Glue just doesn't like doing it. I think that's most of the bulk of the underbody. Back. Now, what I said is I am gonna darken this a little bit. I'm gonna add a wash to this, not to the stripes, but to this part, because I'm not entirely sure what color blue I'm gonna use for the stripes, but it's gonna be different than this. So heavy. Okay, try more of this. I'll try to do some of the floral now. Avoiding spikes in the horns. Only doing part of it. I want to use a smaller brush, which I'm going to switch to. Now, if I had to paint the whole thing with a brush this small, this would take me forever. I'm only trying to get pretty close. Oh, this brush is still annoying me. I can get closer. incredibly small. Inspiring artists out there, one thing that I fully recommend you have a lot of are brush sizes. You're going to want to have a selection that you can go to I wish I kind of had set up right now. My magnifying. Ugh, that's gonna be bad. I'm gonna hate that. I had thought that I was going to be able to do this all in one video. All this. The whole body. But I'm not seeing that as a possible future. I'm seeing me having to do another video on the body. At least one more video on the body. Only because this thing is so hard to hold and requires so much effort. Even though it's a bright sunny day out, it's still dark in this little area of mine. So while they seem kind of bright to you, I'm having trouble seeing all of the details. I put more blue paint on my little plastic than I had intended to, and probably should have. Man, that's painful. Okay. I mean, this video's on a good almost half hour at this point. And I'm already losing feeling in my arm. So I'm gonna sign off here. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe, tell me what you think in the comments below. Right down there. Might have to hit a little arrow down over in the section, but you know what? It's YouTube. It's relatively quick, relatively easy. Subscribe. Do not forget. I'm looking at you. Right at you. Do not subscribe, or you too will have blue splatterings all over you. I promise. Blue. Specifically, Windsor blue. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Ring the bell icon. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about my decision for the colors. Do you like the idea of blue with various shades of blue along the spine and white or very light color blue stripes through the tail, some sort of decoration on the frill. I'm not yet entirely sure what the decoration is going to be, but it's going to be there. So thank you for watching. If you can, support me with a donation on coffee. Also, keep an eye out, as I'm going to be soon, sometime in the near future, releasing some merchandise. Not entirely sure what it's going to be yet. It's going to be a Hello Internet shirt that I've already designed. Have a Great Day t-shirt, which I've already designed. But I want to include some dinosaurs. Maybe some Call of Cthulhu, which if you scroll through my page, you will see there are a lot of videos for. Yeah. I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Have a great day.